All right, guys, so we're gonna do rider weight. The fuck? Okay. Getting the scale ready. We're a little light today. 201 pounds with the helmet is going to be about 207. So, show you guys top speed, dual motor, and then top speed and single motor. Full power, full send, turbo on, everything. All right, guys. So today, we're going to get out here and get this done. All right, I got full suit on. I got my full motorcycle jacket and everything. Got to be safe as possible when you're intentionally, especially when you're intentionally know you're going to go riding fast. You don't want to have a oopsie. The Garmin Edge 530 is going to be our GPS tracker, and I'm going to see if I can get the GoPro to show you guys the speed as I'm riding, so you guys can see exactly how fast it's going to go. So this first run is going to be single motor, speed 3, turbo is going to be on, and we'll see how fast it goes. Okay, and remember, my weight was what, like 207, 208 pounds with the helmet. So that's probably gonna be like 97 kilos or something like that. So all right, let's get it. All right, my guys and gals, starting off at the crib. And go out the neighborhood, get to this main road right here, and boom, that's where I hit the top speed, 49 miles an hour. That was the fastest of the day. Believe it or not, guys, that was actually in single motor mode. If you could believe it. But yeah, I took this back road. The back road that I'm on right now, that road was probably the most or the least resistance of the entire ride. Everywhere else, like on this part right here where I'm down the main road here, that was straight up against a headwind. It was real hard. The scooter wouldn't go over like 39 miles an hour, or was it like 41 or something like that miles an hour. But yeah, we at the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys what the voltage and battery percentage was at the end of all of this. All right, guys, so that was single motor, all power settings set to max power, no battery save, and we had the turbo on. What was it, like 43 miles an hour, 42? So now we're gonna put both motors on and we'll see how fast it goes. I got the scooter off right now. I want to let it cool down a little bit. I mean, that was only about like what, a half a mile or something like that, not even. So I had to loop around, and we're gonna try it again. Now remember, if you look at the graph, I'm gonna put a graph on there from the GoPro. This is a slight downhill, all right? So you could probably take away about 2 miles an hour on the straights. So technically the top speed was probably about 39, 40 with single motor mode with the turbo engaged, all right? So we're gonna go on ahead and turn this thing back on. Let me show you guys the volts. All right, so we're at 65.8 volts. Mode 3, I'm gonna switch it on to 3 right now. And let's see how fast it goes with both motors.
All right, guys, so this part of the video was this was against the wind. Now, so this section right here, and then the clip immediately after this, full on wind, full throttle, dual motors. Had this thing going full send, and this is what we were getting out of it. So a lot of you guys with Victors were saying, oh, my scooter won't go over a certain speed. This video is a really good gauge because 3 of the different directions that I rode were just straight up against the wind. The section before this voiceover right here was probably the cleanest because, like I said, the wind wasn't hitting me directly. It was kind of hitting me from like my my left butt cheek area, pause, and so it wasn't blowing against me, disrupting my flow. If you guys see the if you look at the statistics page, which is along this video, it'll show you that the speed, the miles per hour for the wind was like 15 or 16 miles per hour. That's what I was riding up against, and I guess it was gusting a little higher than that because it was really, really resistant. It was restricting the top speed like crazy, guys. So the speed may vary depending on the wind. You know, if you guys got a lot of wind going on, it will matter, and I think how you aerodynamic yourself will matter as well. While riding these scooters, wind is obviously a big factor here. So this left turn that I'm making in the video, this was probably the most extreme part of the video as far as headwind goes. I felt like I was going directly into it. When the Victor was going kind of like alongside the wind, but it had like a lot of trees to block it, the speed would jump 2 to 3 miles an hour almost instantly. So these things are very, very, very sensitive, and as you guys can see at the beginning of the video, my rider weight was about 207 pounds / 93, 94 kilograms. I did have my helmet on. I had my motorcycle jacket, my summer jacket. So there's some resistance there. If you guys can somehow streamline yourself, 1 foot in front of the other while you're riding, maybe tuck down a little bit behind the steering. So the steering, because you know the steering's catching the wind, your body's going to catch the wind as well if you're standing straight up. If you kind of streamline yourself just a little bit, and I can't prove that exactly, but I see how after riding the scooter like this, for this video, I got to see how sensitive it was to hills, how sensitive it was to the wind. So yeah, I hope this helps a lot of you guys who was always wondering, hey, how fast is the Victor? Is it, you know, does it really go 50 miles an hour? I think it can go 50 miles an hour. Remember, I'm 93, 94 kilograms. Anybody lighter than me is going to go much faster. As I was seeing last night when I did a ride with Wade with his Victor, we both had the same battery capacities. At the end of the day, I think we were within a ½ volt off from each other. I was like about 0.4 of a volt. If you want to look at from 0 to 10, I was 0.4 of a volt, almost a ½ volt higher on power than he was, and we started with the exact same amount of energy in our Victors. However, on the performance side of things, when we both juiced it and we both would have our scooters in the same setting, I was just way faster than he was, like way faster. My Victor gave me so much more acceleration than his. So weight really, really, really does play a big difference, guys. And this is just from my experience. This is my out here on these streets experience. Weight, wind, and hills play a big factor in all of this.
And that's it, guys. So some of you guys were asking me about how long will the battery last if you're juicing it the whole time. We literally just rode 6.25 miles, juicing the hell out of it, full power, dual motors. We got 62.4 if it's not showing up on the GoPro. 62.6. The battery is still going up. I'm gonna let it recover, and then I'll give you guys a final I'll give you guys a final look on how much power it actually still has. It's still trying to cool off because it was basically accelerating the rate that, you know, like how it shows you the battery. It pretty much accelerates how much battery it actually has in it once you cool the hell off. All right, so since we backed the hell off and it's cooling off, I'll let it cool off for like 5 minutes so you guys can see the true range, just in case you guys decide you want to ride slow after doing something like that, you know, or chill out a little bit more. You know how much battery power you actually really have. Okay, so all right, see you in a sec.
All right, guys, this is the calm down. 62.8, 89% battery after all of that. So, and these are the statistics. 14 mile an hour winds. Thanks for watching.